Hey guys, it's me, it's Queen Aset Haru, and thank you for joining me for another wonderful edition of Ask an Aquarius. If you haven't already, please hit the red subscribe button and smack the bell. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and pass it on to somebody else who might like it too. If you have time, please go underneath this video, because if you want to email me and get a reading done, my email is there, my social media is there. There's going to be a link to this deck there. That'll be first, and then everything else about me and anything else you might want to know about the channel. If you want to make a donation, my PayPal will be there, all of the above. Okay, my Patreon is there too, and if you want some Ask an Aquarius merchandise. So let's get started. I was on Etsy and I saw this deck. And I was like, look at those colors. Now, y'all know I got a thing for colors, okay? So as soon as I saw it, I was like, I got to review this deck. So I inboxed the creator and we decided to do a collaboration. So the deck was given to me as a free gift for the purposes of giving you my honest opinion about the deck. Now, I have not seen the deck. Usually I don't. It's every once in a blue moon something will happen with the camera and I have to redo a video. But in general, my first impression of the deck I see with you guys on camera. So I have no idea what we're getting ready to get ourselves into, but I love the colors on the box, and the creator was nice, so I was like, let's go for it. Okay, so I'm going to show you the box. Nice sturdy box. This box will stand the test of time. I love the sticker on the front. Isn't that cool? I love the colors. When you flip it over, you can see the name. Let me put it right here. It's called the Cosmic Visions Tarot. Will you answer the call to take a journey through the cosmos of your own mind? Oh, that could be scary. Might get lost in there. Where humankind and nature become one, the strange and unusual blossoms. Okay, I like that. And the answers you have been seeking will be found. By Jessica Shackleton. This feels very Aquarius to me, I swear. So it's a great box. It's not the magnetic enclosure. It's just two parts like that. Okay, let's take a look and see what the inside. Beautiful colors once again. If you want to stop that and look at it, the stars, they are whispering your name. They have a story to tell you, a story of your past, present, and future. Love that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, nice. Very thoughtful details here. All right. And here's the deck itself, still held together with the piece of paper. No plastic. Brownie points for that, definitely. Love that. Here's the bottom of the box. Again, more of those beautiful colors. Put this to the side. Definitely going to need that. This has a guidebook. Okay, I see you. Again, same beautiful colors. Oh, this is great, guys. So this is great because, look, check it out. All you have to do is you can get the interpretations from right here in the guidebook. Isn't that great? So every card has a page of interpretation. In the front, we have some spreads. So if you're new to tarot and you don't know how to do spreads, there's some in the beginning, and there's interpretations. It seems like for some reason you guys will notice that the major arcana seems to be in the back and the minors seem to be in the front. Okay, it tells you how to shuffle your deck, how to cut your deck, how to do spreads. Lots of good information in that little guidebook. Thank you for the guidebook. All right, so now we're going to take this out of the paper. It looks like the cups are the first. Oh, I love that. Look at the black edges. Oh, y'all go ahead. I love that. I black edged one of my decks with a Sharpie because I love how that looks. That is really nice. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do before we get started is we're going to put this down really quick and we're going to see the backs of them. So the back is black and white. That's interesting because I was expecting it to be the same color as the box. So interesting choice. I ain't mad at it. And let's take a look at the cardstock. I like this cardstock. This cardstock is not the thickest, but it's not really thin either. And it's buttery. Ooh, what is that? Velvet? It feels really nice. I like that a lot. So yeah, it feels good. These are going to shuffle good. They're not going to be too thin and they're not going to be too thick. So let's go. The Ace of Cups. All right. Again, lots of pops of color. I was not expecting this. This is very interesting. Let me move this forward, guys. Just let's move this down. Let's move this forward a bit so I don't have to reach so far. And let's give you guys a real good look at this. Let's move this. Give you guys a really good look. I want you guys to really see these pretty cards. Okay, there we go. So we have the Ace of Cups. And this is great because they're not glossy, so you're not going to get any of that glare coming off of them. Okay, so they put them together in that kind of order. So we're not going to get them in suits. We're going to get all the aces first. That was the Pentacles ace. We're going to get the aces first, and then we're going to get the ones and then the twos, I'm imagining. Some people do put the deck together like that. In general, when you see a deck, it's the major arcana, and then it's the suits. Wands or swords is usually first. Pentacles is usually last, but people change that around, you know, based on, you know, their creative expression. The Cups is my favorite suit, so I probably would put it first if I ever did a tarot deck. Now, what I love about this immediately are, you guys know, the colors. I'm feeling that. Now we have the daughters. So we had the aces, now the daughters. I'm feeling these colors. And you know, the black and white is a very interesting choice because it makes the colors stand out that much more. So that's really interesting because when you're dealing with a deck like this, here we go. Two of the cards are stuck together. When you're dealing with a deck like this, it could get busy. You see, there's a lot of detail here. There's a lot of like intricate little dots and little circles and things here. So you could get very lost in that type of a deck. But because of the contrast with the black and white, it kind of like makes your eyes hone in certain places. It breaks up the picture. So it keeps you from like getting lost. Sometimes you see a deck and it has so much, even if it's beautiful, it has so much going on that you get lost in the image. You don't know what to look at. You don't know where to focus your eyes. But I feel like with this, I'm not going to have that problem. I really love this. I love the tattoos on this person. Yeah, I love this. When I saw the first one or two cards that I saw, I was like, yeah, this is really beautiful. So this is the Death card, and that was just the Daughter of Wands. So I'm thinking, I'm not sure why the Death card is there. Usually the Death card would have been here with the other. I'm going to look ahead real fast and see. And I don't. So I don't think they're in perfect order because none of them seem to be. But that's fine. I love this. That's a great Death card. That's fine. As long as we have 78 cards, they don't need to be in order, to be honest with you. Eight of Cups. Nice. Nice. I like how the cups are spilling the color. That's perfect. I like this art style. See, that's one of the things I love about decks, and you guys will notice this with the more decks that you take a look at. The art style is always so different on each and every one. So it's like you have an opportunity to see different people's interpretations of the exact same concepts. And that I love. Please excuse me because they're sticking together just a tad. Not bad, just a normal amount. And I'm having to pull some gymnastics here to get them apart. So excuse me for that. But yeah, I love it. And the beings, they're not colored. They're not any color. So we don't know where they're from, if they're even human. They have all kinds of markings on them. At first, I thought maybe they were from like New Zealand or something, but there is really no distinguishing marks for me anyway. If any of you in the comment section knows, something like that, because it looks to me like they could be anywhere. They look human for the most part. But they look like they could be from anywhere, just depending upon what you think about it. Like, he could be Native American, he could be, I don't know, from Peru. He could be from almost anywhere. Now, this gentleman here looks like he's of African descent. Looks like one of my cousins, actually. So he could be. And he has the lion. And the Father of Wands with the lion is very common. So I don't know. That could be. But we don't really know where they're from. Five of Cups. And you know what? Even though this deck has a more abstract kind of energy to it, it's still, you know what card these are. Like, you can tell what is being depicted here. Some are a little more abstract than others, but like, I'm not at all wondering like, what is this card? Like, I get it. The swords are right there. Even though it's not the traditional picture. Any of you who are familiar with the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, you'll know what I mean. These aren't the traditional images, but they still fit the interpretations. Most of them, for the most part, you see the wands all throughout here. So I love it. I really do. I like the little dots. I like that a lot. I've seen that in like henna. When people get like, henna tattoos, those little dots, that's what this reminds me of. So I don't know if any of that was part of the inspiration, but that's what it reminds me of. Look at her. Yeah, very, very abstract. Four of Swords, temporary retreats. Now look at this happy card, guys. Look at this. What a happy card. All the rainbows bursting out from everywhere. Here, let me push this back just a bit. There you go. Love that. Oh, wow. Now this is cool. Look at this, guys. This reminds me of like an album cover from like the 80s. Right? One of those like psychedelic looks going on. I love it. From the 60s, 70s, 80s. That's the vibe I'm getting from these. The person that did this illustrations, I don't know how old they are, but they have to have some old soul vibrations going on, because I swear that all of these images are straight, like I've seen them. They're old school vibrations. Oh, look at the Mother of Cups. Love how the cup is pouring into her head. Love that. Love it, love it. The Mother of Pentacles. The earthy vibration going on. Love the background. Yeah, all the backgrounds have this kind of circular thing going on, which I really love, because I associate that with life. To me, like, how they talked about the circle of life. That's what that reminds me of. Oh, look at this. When I can get it. Yeah, there we go. Look at that. I love her. Oh, I love her hair. Oh, man. I was getting ready to say she reminds me of the Father of Wands, but yeah. And look at the black, the kitty. I love it. I love this one. This is definitely one of my favorites. I love it. All right, the Nine of Cups. Very positive energy. Love that. I'm trying to make sure I don't miss any of the cards. Here we are, Nine of Pentacles. So if you buy this deck, the first thing you have to make sure you do is kind of pull the cards apart. This happens with a lot of decks when you first get them. You might think you even are missing a card, but they're just stuck together. So the first thing you want to do when you get it is do that and pull them apart. But that should be it. And to be honest with you, like, I'm halfway through this deck and I'm like, what do I think about this deck? I would give this deck a 10 out of 10. It has the diversity that I'm looking for. It has the art that I'm looking for. It has a very abstract energy that I'm here for. It has a lot of the esoteric and the, spiritual symbols, like the woman with the multi-arms. You see that on many goddesses. I love the backgrounds. I love the contrast. I love the moon. So this deck really is like, yeah, this is a winner. This is definitely a winner. If you're into this type of energy, like I said before, with the colors, then yeah, I think this is definitely on point. Here we have the 7 of Swords. I love that because the 7 of Swords is often somebody that like is a trickster. And this particular animal, I don't know if that's a fox or a coyote or what, but it reminds me, the look on it, the two-facedness of it reminds me of a trickster. Could even represent a person in your life that's two-faced if you get that card, or maybe you're being two-faced about something. Oh yes, look at those rainbows. Yes. Yeah, I like it a lot. I would love, like with any other deck, the one thing you will always hear me say about any deck is that I would like to see even more diversity. I like the diversity that's there. I would like to see more. I would like to see people with different body types. Most of these body types, as beautiful as they are pretty similar. I don't see anybody that's like my size, for example. I would like to see more of that. Maybe someone who is, I don't know, blind, handicapped, and I don't think they call it able now, or able-bodied. I don't know what they call it now, but like someone in a wheelchair, for example. I saw that in one of my decks, and this person was a chariot, and it was decent. It was really decent. So I would love to see more of that in every deck. So this deck does have room for improvement in that area, but that's an area that all decks have room for improvement. Well, I won't say all have room, because some of them actually hit it. I did one called the African Goddess Rising, and it's not a tarot deck, but it definitely hit it on the mark. There's a deck by Poppy Pollen. She hit it on the mark. There's a couple by Ethne. She hit it on the mark. So some people do, hit, the diversity as far as size, different genders, different types of people, different colors. Some people do hit it, now in modern times especially. The Daughters of the Moon Tarot hit it too, way back in the 70s, early 80s. So I do want to see more of that. The Gaian Tarot hit it too. So I would love to see more of that in other decks that don't hit it directly. But like this one, I think this is a good deck, and I think it does have some diversity, but it could still stand more. It could definitely stand more, but that doesn't take away from the fact that I gave it a 10 out of 10 though, because I'm going to use it and I really do love it. And I love the contribution to tarot that it adds this kind of abstract energy to it. I love that. Okay. It looks to me like the wands may be of African descent. Because so far, every person I've seen, and here's another one, in the wands has looked like my family members. So I'm not sure, but that's what they look like. Look at her and that lion. They're both beautiful. Lions represent the strength card, and they look gorgeous. Both of them is like, yes. This is cool. I love the nudity, but they have like, her yoni covered up and her, her little butterflies on her. Love it. Love it. Oh, everybody who knows me knows I love elephants. And they look so happy. The 10 of Cups. Oh, I love it. That is really cool. All right, let me get this 10 of Pentacles for you guys. There we are, 10 of Pentacles. Nice. I like the hands, the leaves on them. This is often a very difficult card, but it's attractive. I like it. Some of the times when you get this card, you are definitely at the end of your rope. 10 of Wands. Nice interpretation. I like that. The hand coming out the water, maybe reaching for a wand. This chariot is cool because I like the kitty cats. I love that. Every chariot is being drawn by something, usually horses, but I like the fact that they went with cats here. Gives it a much more cosmic vibe. The Devil card. Yeah. I like how whatever they have bound is in a cage. That's cool. Now, this looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the Divine card is an extra card. So it must be 79 cards in here, if I'm not mistaken. Because I'm looking now towards the end, just to see if there's the World, because that would be normally the last card. So I guess we'll find out when we get a little further, but I think this could be an extra card, so I'm gonna have to look in the book for its interpretation. The Emperor, often represented by a ram or sitting on a throne with a ram above him. The Empress is often pregnant. Doesn't have to be. And it doesn't have to be a baby she's pregnant with. Sometimes the Empress is pregnant with ideas. People often get that card and they call me. They're like, am I pregnant? I'm like, maybe. And maybe not. Oh, that is so cool, man. That's really cool. I love the spaceship. They're doing it. I love it. I can't wait to read with these. These are cool. This is decent too. Look at this. The astronaut out in space upside down. Yeah. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it. I'm definitely feeling it. I'm going to use this immediately. Here's our Hermit. I love the colors coming out from the third eye. Oh, yes. This took a great deal of creativity because I've never seen anything exactly like this. I've seen a lot of cosmic themes and things like that, but I've never seen anything quite like this, the way that these images come together. The diversity of the images and the third eyes everywhere, like this High Priestess here. This is really cool. Okay, now check out the Lovers. And I don't know, I like a Lovers that is ambivalent, because you never know if the person you're reading for is with a man or a woman. So I like it when you can't really tell. This to me looks like a man and a woman, but in this day and age, you really can't even say that. It could be anybody, really. You know, could be Medea, you know, who knows? It could be just a person who's non-binary. It could be any of that. So, but it is gorgeous. I like her ponytail. The way it's braided is perfect. The Magician. Yes. Reaching up to be the master of the universe. The Moon. The Moon looks like a wolf woman. I'm feeling that because the Moon is often depicted with a wolf. So I can do that. Now this next card is my card. This is the Aquarius card. The Star. So if I'm feeling it, I'm feeling it. Yes, I am. I was going to say if I'm feeling it is on point, and it definitely is. I like that for the Star. I like the colors going into the water. I like that. The Star is always something with stars and water. So that fits. That definitely fits what I was looking for. Speaking of a star, here's our sun. Love that. Love the colors. Love the sun itself, and love the butterflies. The sun is usually the happiest card in the deck, so it makes sense to look like that. Ooh, the Tower. The Tower is usually when things are falling apart, but the good news about the Tower, for me, it's always here. This is the World, so that is an extra card. So there's 79 cards at least here. Yeah. But the Tower for me is always unexpected, and something does fall apart, but it's usually something that wasn't together in the first place. So it's actually usually a good thing that it fell apart. The Nine of Cups, baby. Content with, oh, the Three of Cups. So the Three of Cups, yeah, that's more, it's also happiness. Love that flower, but it's more like women, gatherings, friendships, affection, fun. The Three of Pentacles, working together. Job well done, baby. Oh, this is the Three of Swords. The Three of Swords is often a sad card because you done got stabbed in your heart. I've been there, baby. I have been there. And the Three of Wands. All right, I see you, Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is always about a boat moving forward. So in this case, it's a woman and she's jumping in the water. So she going for it either way. She's not waiting for the boat. She's out. I love that. And I love the way that the circle is around her so you can see her jumping in. That's perfect. Ooh, now look at this one. This is what I meant for the lovers. You really can't tell in this picture. Is this two women kissing? Is it a woman and somebody with long hair, like a guy with long hair? Are they both non-binary? Like, you can't tell. This is what I meant for the lovers. So this one is more like you really can't tell. And the lovers could go either way. So I can go with that. I can go with both of these. I like this one the most, though. This one really speaks to me. But it could be because I'm a lesbian. That could be the reason why. Maybe I'm biased. But I love both of them. They both work. All right. We're almost done, guys. Here's the Two of Pentacles. So it should be some more twos in my hand. And it is. Okay. And this should be it. So I think that was all 79 of the cards after I finish this. Next Two of Swords. Okay. I wasn't counting them, but I think we saw them all. And if you didn't, if any of them stuck together, please let me know. And I'll be glad to send you a picture if you so choose to ask for one. I love the water. The water is doing everything for me. Contemplation, making ideas, everything. Love that. Love, love, love. And that's the Wheel of Fortune. So, let me see again. Jessica Shackleton. Yeah, Jessica has my vote. Definitely. This is a beautiful deck. So, I'm going to put this back. I'm going to cleanse it and I'm going to shuffle it. So, guys, come back to the next video. I'm going to do a pick a card with this beautiful deck. So, now that you've seen all the cards, you can now see how it performs. See you later.